Hey, how's it going? Pretty good. Yeah, I'm doing good. Starting to get into this YouTube thing. The YouTube. These darn kids and their darn YouTube. um, yeah. I just wanted to document what I'm doing and kind of go through. I'm on a lunch break. I currently work for an insurance company, and it's decent money, good money. Long term, it'll be a really good play. It'll be a good income. Whether or not I've made my success with the other revenues that I've been doing, we'll see where that goes. But this is more of a look back to see 2 years, 3 years, 5 years from now where I've grown. And hopefully, if you want to join and be part of the group, just let me know. Subscribe, just because I'm looking for people to collaborate with. People are looking into what I'm doing. So what I'm doing, so to speak, is I've been doing a lot of retail arbitrage. I've been buying stuff on Craigslist, OfferUp, Facebook Marketplace, mostly cell phones and computers. Those seem to be my best profit. Struggling through the part of figuring out what sells, what doesn't sell, if I got ripped off. There's a lot of little things. So I'm kind of hitting a market that not a lot of people are. I am in a fairly large city. I'm in Michigan, and so it's not for everybody, because I know you can be in a smaller city, maybe a better niche, but or niche, whatever you want to say. But I don't know. I'm lucky to be where I am, so I have a lot of people I can reach out to. I can get products from. But that's not enough. I don't want to be the guy that, hustles online and buys and sells. As far as to the point where I have to physically go out and do all the work, and I have to do that. That's why I'm in insurance, because I get residuals on whatever I've sold, as long as I maintain the customer and treat them fair and that and whatnot, and keep the rates as down as much as I can. So yes, I can make great money doing that. Will I become wealthy? Probably. It's a good 5 to 10 year play plan. Rich? Probably not. But you know what they say. I mean, if you've watched any of the hundreds of people doing all these videos, they're not rich either. I mean, well, they are. I'm sorry, they're not rich. Once you make $100,000 or more, which I have for a few years, per year, then your living expenses or your quality of life supposedly doesn't grow as much. I don't know. I'm not a millionaire. Sure, I've made really good income. I've given up a lot of that income for more opportunities, because that's just the risk you got to take. I got to take those jumps. And hopefully you guys are jumping with me. Anyways, so I want to give my background. I'm going to just treat this like I'm talking to my daughters or talking to me. I want to look at me 10 years from now and say, hey, wow, I can't believe I was there. I was smart. I was stupid, whatever, and hopefully you guys join me. That'd be awesome. I'd love to have people to talk to, people that share my passion, because there's not a lot of people that share the passion. Buy and resell, that's so stupid, right? Why would somebody do that? And I get guys all the time that say, you're just ripping people off. But you're not, it's like people buy things. I buy things, I buy stupid purchases. I buy a cell phone, an iPhone for $600 to $800, and then 2 years it's worth like $300. That's just a lost investment, unless you're going to put it to work, and then you're going to buy another iPhone in a year because the newest one is upgraded and it's got the better camera and all that stuff, but so it's like going through all the struggles with that. If you guys have gone through that, definitely I'd love to hear the stories. I've bought things anywhere from a computer setup, and I'm going in these things, I'm low bidding people, I'm lowballing them on purpose, because one, if it's a cell phone or a computer, I don't know the condition of it. I have to assume the worst, that I can sell it for if absolute worst case scenario, I'll make my money back. Okay. I'll give you examples. My best deal that I've done so far, I bought a computer system, brand new. It was a gaming computer. The guy literally paid $2,200 for this thing. It was like $2,100 and something dollars. Gave me the receipt. He bought a 30 some odd inch monitor, curved monitor. He bought the computer setup. He bought this $150 keyboard, $100 mouse. I mean, he had the whole setup. He took a picture of just the box and threw it online and thought, I'm gonna sell this for $2,000 because I need the money. And nobody bid on it. Nobody bought it. It just sat there for weeks. I come across it and I offered him what I thought was fair. I said, hey, I'll give you $700. Because at the time I didn't really even know what it was. It was just an Alienware computer. And obviously he's like, well, I'm hoping to get $2,000. And I said, I understand that. Let me know more about what it is, what your model numbers and all that. And he seemed actually like he was interested, so I kind of pursued it. Long story short, it turns out I found out that he had bought it 2 months earlier and got it from Best Buy, and he needed the money. I didn't know why. I found out later why, but that wasn't my drive. I'm not looking for people that are desperate for money. Although, hey, if that's the drive, then yeah, I was going to offer that whether I knew he owed money or didn't owe money. But it ended up being a deal where I said, hey, if you can get credit at Best Buy, I'll buy the gift cards if you can do them in $500 increments, and I'll give you $1,000 for that, which is crazy. It's half of what he paid. But that's the thing. Who buys a computer for $2,000 and puts all that money in when you don't have the money anyways? I don't know. That's how we are. I'm like that. I get toys. I like cell phones. So if the new phone comes out, I usually like to buy it. I'm holding off now because I'm trying to invest my money. Long story short, I bought it. He couldn't get credit. So the deal was I'll give you $800 cash for the setup, $1,000 if you can get credit. So we met at Best Buy. He couldn't get it returned or store credit, so I paid $800 cash. I retook the photos. I took it out of the box. I made it look nice. I had the lights glowing. I took some professional photos of it. I think I sold the computer tower with the keyboard that came with it, not the one he bought. The factory keyboard, factory mouse, factory desktop. I kept the monitor because I wanted the monitor. I kept the keyboard. I kept the mouse because they're really cool. And I sold the setup for $1,300. So one of my best deals, one of my first deals, quick $500 profit minus maybe $5 in gas. I met him at the store, probably an hour's worth of time, half hour taking pictures and setting it up, probably an hour or 2 hours, talking back and forth. But these were, people texting me, I'm interested during work or during something, so on a break I'll get to it. So yeah, absolutely, you can make tons of money. If every deal was like that and you can make $500 a deal and you made 20 deals, a month, sure, yeah, you can make a lot of money doing that. But what I want to do, and hopefully I'm not boring you 10 years from now, Mark, but what I want to do is not just buy and sell. It's all legwork. It's talking, although it's exciting to me. It's actually fun to do. I want to get into Amazon FBA. So yes, I have done parts of it. I did go to the stores and find the clearance items and scanned them in and found the profits and then bought them. I spent over $1,000 or $1,200 at the store one day, right on the card, on the Target card. And then I turned around and I've got like a little inventory in my basement, and I've already made the money back. So I've got probably anywhere from $500 to $1,000 extra left on the shelf that I'm going to sell. So I could clear out the inventory completely and be fine, because it literally did not take any effort except for buy the product, list it on Facebook, scan the barcode, and just put it under the link. I just added it to the ones that are already selling. So that's not going to get you a high revenue unless you're going to combine it with other products and add value to it, because I'm not adding any value. I'm just taking my product that's already being sold on Amazon and putting it underneath that at a cheaper price. okay? Because I paid $5 for one of its toys. So I paid $5 for this toy. I think it's like a little ladybug cartoon character. It was like $4 and something cents clearanced. And that's become popular, especially because it's like a little costume. And I'm selling them for $18. Where the Amazon person's selling them for like $25. So yes, the person's gonna buy it from me and not from them because it's a cheaper deal. In the end, I'll make $5, maybe a little bit more dollars, because it's, shipping is never right. At least I haven't gotten it correct. So I think it's $4 to ship. $4.95 is what I charged, and it cost me, it went to Florida, so it was like $7 and some change. So I lost $3 there, and I paid $5, we'll just say $6 for the item. So now I'm almost $15 minus the revenue that I made. So, well, here, let me rethink that. So I spent $6 for the item. I shipped it for $7, so that's $13. I sold it for $15, so I made $2 profit, but I also got $5 in shipping. So I made $7 total. Sure, not a bad deal, right? It's been sitting on my shelf for 2 months. And I've got a ton of products like that are just sitting there. I put them up there, I didn't look at them again. I get a notification, hey, something sold, pop it in the mail, ship it off. Okay. That's where I'm coming from. I've always been in sales. Really good salesperson. I know that. I'm not trying to overtalk myself. That's who I am. I'm good at sales. I've done it since I was in high school, professionally. I mean, I've started from Circuit City. I started selling radios and stereos, and then before you knew it, I was selling the whole store, because I would just branch off in other departments, and whatever ones made the most profit. I find if you learn the product and have a passion for it a little bit, or at least know and get excited with the customer and explain it to them and show the benefits, then absolutely you're going to sell a bunch. Went from there into car repairs, spent 4 or 5 years in that industry, just way underpaid. You guys, if you're in car, anything, you're underpaid. So I did a lot of that just to get by. I moved to Florida for a little bit, did that. Came back, did some more of that here locally. Finally gave in, went to car dealership. Sold not for long, it was like 5-6 months. Sold a few cars, $60,000, $70,000 trucks. Just in general, you gotta learn your product, sell it, get it out there. People will want it, right? You're gonna find somebody that wants it. Same thing with the videos and niches and all that stuff. Somebody's gonna want what you have, or they're gonna be attracted to you. So I'm trying to talk fast. I don't want this video to be too long, because I'm gonna bore myself 10 years from now from talking about it. That's it, that's me. So been in sales, always been in sales. I'm good at selling. I'm really good at taking photos. I'm really good at posting stuff online. I'm really good at tags and all that, because I've spent years just obsessively watching videos on how to do this, how to do that, how to make money online. So I'm always, I don't want to say I've been hopping to different things, but I've tried a lot of little things, and some of them have been successful to a small degree. But I think right now I'm trying to focus on the FBA. So if you guys are interested in FBA, Facebook, marketplace stuff, retail arbitrage, I'm still doing some of it because I've earned, I think, since February, so February till now, and now it's been a lot slower because I've just kind of slowly stopped. But from February until, we'll say, August, so February, March, April, May, June, July, August, 7 months, very, very, very part-time, because I work a full-time job, even more so. Have 3 kids, have a wife, have a dog. Life is busy. I've probably earned over $5,000 in revenue, but I've kept some of the items, like I got a laptop and keyboard and mouse and all that stuff. So I've kept some of the items because I am just like you. If you love toys and electronics and all that stuff, you just gotta pull in the reins. But I've kept a lot of some of the products. I've probably got about $3,000 to $4,000 to invest and I've already started the first step, which is to get an LLC. So I've created that through LegalZoom. I'll put the link below if you guys don't have an LLC. I highly recommend it. Not from experience, just from knowledge. My father's a CPA, so he does taxes, and he used to be a financial consultant. So I know quite a bit about that area. I know I don't want to go in there having the liability risk, especially when I have a family, a family of 5 right now, who knows, could be 6 later down the road, but I don't want to risk the house and the cars and all that stuff against if I do buy a product and I was misconstrued or something happens where I'm liable for it. It's got to be in an LLC so they don't come after me. I will not do shady things like stuff, because I highly believe that the right thing is the right thing to do. So sure, I've sold things to people and something went wrong or didn't work, and I literally have met people before that I sold. I have no obligation to do anything with them because they've bought it as is, where is. But I've met people and refunded their money before. Because that's just, if it's the right thing, it's the right thing. Follow the right path, and it's going to be harder. Sure, you could skip corners, but in the end, look at these big companies. Look at Samsung suing Apple, or Apple, I don't know who's suing who, because one of them took the technology from the other. Sure, it might have made them better, but once they've grown and they got bigger, they just got sued. They lost all that profit because of something stupid they did. So I don't know the story of those, so don't go quoting me on Apple and Samsung's little debate, because they make each other's parts, but which they do. That's it. Just want an introduction, long first video. Follow me on Facebook. Don't follow me on Facebook. I keep that separate. I will be in Facebook posts. So, yeah. I haven't created everything, so this video is even before I've made a YouTube, but if you're watching it, I'm on YouTube. I'm rambling. All right, guys. Like, subscribe, whatever you want to do. If you're in this area and you want to have a partner, you want to have someone to talk to, I'm sure, like anything else, if this becomes a passion, like it feels like it's become so far, I'm sure I'll be doing a lot of videos on it. I'll probably be training it to people later on. I more so want to reach out and find other people that are in my situation, where you either don't have a lot of income or you do. Doesn't really matter where you start. And you might have 1,000, maybe nothing, or like me, I have once I've cleared a couple things, I've got about 3,000 to invest. I've already put about 200 in to get the LLC, and I'm going to download some programs and stuff like that. I think I'm currently researching Jungle Scout versus Amaze Owl to find my products to sell. But yeah, I will talk to you in the next one.